Hey y'all, it's me, Sheridan. Surprise, right? Transformation! For any of you who know me, you know that it's a big deal for me to be posting a video literally hashtag I woke up like this. But the reason I'm doing it is because I'm going to talk about something that I think is really important for all of us. And that is self-image. Really important for every girl out there. But what is it really? Is it what we think of ourselves, or is it what we want others to think of us? For it, we edit the mess out of every selfie. We screen every tagged photo. And before we can press send on a text message, we have to ask people, oh, is this going to read right? Oh, should we say that? Oh, what are they going to think if I send that? Oh, should I take that word away? But the funny thing is, you can't have self-image and have God's image. So why do we obsess over it so much, and why is it so important to us? Why do we do all of these crazy things, consuming our time and our mind? It's simple. We want to be perceived as perfect. We scroll through that popular page on Instagram and the suggested views, and we think, oh wow, she's really got it all together. I really wish I could be like that girl. She looks like she has so much fun. She looks like she has so many friends. She looks so happy. I bet she's never lonely. But you know what's funny? Anytime anyone ever tells me that they wish they could be like me, my first thought is, no, you don't wish you could be like me. You wish you could be like the girl I am after I wake up in the morning, pop itchy contacts into my eyes, spend 40 minutes fixing my hair and picking out the perfect outfit for the character I want to be for that day, get the perfect lighting and the perfect filter for my selfie. That's the girl you want to be like, not really who I am. Because it's never been easier to paint this facade of perfection and this fake identity than it is now with all of the social media surrounding us. And we do all of this. Why do we want this perfection? We do it all because we want to be popular. I've never known a single person who used their social media in a way so that people would not like them purposefully. We don't do that. No, we do it because we want people to like us. We want to be popular. It's such a big deal to us. But the funniest thing of all is that oftentimes it's the person in the spotlight who is the loneliest in the room. Whenever you walk into an auditorium, the person on the stage is the loneliest person in that building. And the irony of it is, all of these people flock to this auditorium to watch this person perform. They look up to them, they respect them, they paid big bucks for this ticket. But the person on the stage, the only thing they're worried about is what the people in the audience are thinking of them. Because you know what? When the critics come in, they don't strike at the audience members. They strike at the person on stage. The critics are the ones who backbite. The critics are the ones who slander, who talk about, who judge. And it's the person on stage that gets judged and hurt the most. And it's funny because everyone in the audience goes home, sits on their bed, and they think, wow, if I could just be like that person, if I could just be popular like they are, be as famous as they are, I would never feel lonely. I would have so many friends, I would be successful, and I would be happy with myself, and everyone would like me. But you know what's funny? No one will ever understand you. I hate to break it to you, but I think as girls, we all go through feeling lonely. We all go through feeling like no one understands us. And there's a reason for that. It's because no one will. The only one who can understand us is our Maker, Jesus Christ. No one will understand every single aspect of our lives. And I'm not saying that to discourage you, and I'm not saying that to trod you down, but I'm saying that because, think about it, God does not never in the Bible did God call those who were fitting in and who were just like everybody else. He called the ones who were different, who everyone talked about, who the critics attacked, and who went home and felt lonely. He called David, out keeping his father's flock, while all of his brothers laughed at him and mocked him. He called Esther she had to fast and pray and deprive her flesh of what it needed. It needed nourishment. Before she could go before the king, before she could be used of God, she had to be cut off from some things. She had to not care about the approval of others. How do you think it looked for a queen to walk into a situation that puts her life in jeopardy? Because it's such a big thing to break that law. It was such a big deal to go before the king uninvited that she would be put to death had it not been for the king's mercy. That is what a big law that was. What a huge thing that was. Could you imagine all of the gossip and the slander and the opinions that she had to worry about? And the funny thing is, people will say that we're too obsessed with our self-image. Older people will say that teens are so obsessed with looking perfect, and that's true. But if they think that we do it because we want to be self-absorbed, then that's wrong. Because to be honest, it's kind of become a need for us. We need the approval of others. We need it, just as Esther needed food to survive. We need it. But God is looking for people who are willing to sacrifice what the flesh needs and what our ego needs and what we feel like we have to have, and say, you know, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what people think of me, because it only matters what God thinks of me. We are created in His image, and the instant we try to change that and we try to make ourselves a different image, that's when God can't really use us anymore. So that's my thought for the day. And I would love to say, no judge zone, please. But I know how this stuff works. And I know I'll be judged. And that's okay. Anyway, you'll have a wonderful night. I love you girls so much.